The play you're about to see is one of 8 readings of plays in progress under the collective title Wexford Playwrights Studio, produced by the Wexford Arts Centre and supported by Wexford County Council and the Arts Council. At various stages of these works, the writers had the mentoring input of the Wexford playwright Billy Roach, the dramaturg Thomas Conway, and the playwright Deirdre Kinahan. We've now taken the latest draft of the works and given each a day of rehearsal and a half day of filming over a 2-week period with 12 actors assigned across the 8 plays. The process, though brief, has given all the writers an acute sense of what is working and not working in their plays, and a good basis for moving on to the next stage of development towards an eventual production. There are 4 female and 4 male writers of varying ages represented here, and we've been struck by the range and depth of talent on display. These plays are not yet the finished article, but I think they are a strong indication that creative writing for the stage is alive and well in Wexford and the South East. Enjoy.
Scene 1. Cheery Christmas music plays. The lights go up on the living room of the Harris family home. It is decked out for Christmas with a tree and crib. As the music fades, Jim Harris is sitting at the fire reading a paper. Lily is tidying.
Don't be fussing.
I'm not.
Seems like it to me.
Well, I'm not.
You're like a briar.
What?
Nothing.
That coat smells of horses.
A good, clean smell.
Horses are good for nothing, except losing money. That filly would lose the race despite me.
You always get like this when Rose comes home.
Like what exactly?
Not yourself.
Could you blame me?
What?
She unsettles things. Unsettles Teddy.
He's only excited.
Is he?
But what's the harm in that?
It's not good for him.
Will she be home soon?
I'd say she will, Teddy. Any minute now.
Go up and put on that fresh pullover that I left out for you. Good boy.
But it's scratchy.
And let him wear what he wants.
Teddy, do as you're told.
I hope she brings the spinning top. How many sleeps is it now to Christmas morning, Grandad?
Teddy, you are not to be asking Rose for things.
But, Granny...
Run upstairs and change that pullover. Wash your face and comb your hair.
Only 4 sleeps, Teddy.
4 sleeps? I just hope it snows. Then it will be perfect.
Go on.
I'm going.
You should tidy yourself too.
Why?
Jim, that shirt will walk off you soon and put itself in the wash.
I'm all right as I am.
I left a clean shirt out on the bed.
Look, Rose is not going to mind what shirt I've got on.
Well, I mind.
I'm grand.
You were nearly in that fire.
I'm perished out there all morning with them feckin' sheep. I'm getting too old for hardship.
If you got rid of a few of those horses, there would be less hardship. And Bobby is losing the run of himself. He has too many.
Whoosh! Shh! I hear a car. That'll be them.
I hope she hasn't brought a load of rubbish to Teddy.
Will you let her in the door before you start giving out?
Sit back from that fire and let a glimmer of heat out, will you?
Enter Rose and Bobby. Rose is glamorous and has on a beautiful coat. They are carrying duty-free bags and a luggage case. Jim gets up to greet them.
Ah, look who it is in all her finery.
Happy Christmas, Dad. Happy Christmas, Ma'am. A real tree. Oh, it's lovely.
Rose, you look a picture, doesn't she, Lily?
She does.
A little bit of duty-free for Christmas for you, Dad.
Oh, an angel you are, a little angel.
Is there any tea going? I'm going to pass out.
The kettle's on.
Enter Teddy with the same jumper on, but his hair is combed.
Rose? Rose, you're home? I can't believe it.
Let me look at you. I've missed you so much.
You've very fancy clothes on. I like your coat with that big fur collar. You look like a snow queen.
Thanks, Teddy. You look very handsome yourself. Come here and give me the biggest hug.
Don't ruin Rose's clothes. That coat must have cost a small fortune.
That's only a sample coat. Did you like the coat that I sent over to you, Ma'am?
A bit fancy for around here. Not sure I will have anywhere to wear it. You should take it back with you. Maybe sell it in the shop.
It's a fine coat, Lily. You can wear it to Mass on Christmas Eve. Give Maggie Moran a run for her money. She's bound to be dressed to the nines.
I will not. I'll wear my brown one like I always do.
Any sign of that tea?
I'll have it in a minute.
Lily goes out to the kitchen.
Can you sit beside me, Rose? Granny made a sponge cake. There's a nice smell of perfume off of you. Do you like the tree? The crib is ready too, and I will put the baby Jesus in on Christmas morning. Oh, do you think it'll snow, Rose? Oh, I really hope it does. I keep saying prayers that it will.
I think it could.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so. Well, hopefully.
Did you see any snow in England? Or in Brighton? Or at the airport? Or from the plane? Or on the way down from
Take
Dublin?
it easy, Teddy, and let Rose take off her coat. Hang it on that chair, Rose, so nothing gets on it. Oh, it's a fine coat. Great to be able to make something as fine as that.
I might have seen a little snow, Teddy. And I love the tree. Oh, thanks, Dad. We've sold a good few similar coats, and there's orders in for more.
Oh, that's good news. Coats will always be in fashion too. Teddy is fierce excited to have you home.
Driving us all crack talking about you, aren't you, Teddy boy?
Granny told me not to ask, but did you bring me a present for today? Or just one for Christmas?
Teddy, what did I tell you?
It's grand if it's just one for Christmas. Did you get me the spinning top?
Teddy.
Sorry, Granny.
I hope you brought that spinning top, or you will have to go back to England for it.
Of course I brought you something for today. And I have the spinning top as part of your present for Christmas morning.
Really?
I told you not to be asking, Teddy.
All he's talked about is that spinning top.
Well, I got a very special one.
Remember your manners, Teddy. Just because Rose is home doesn't mean you should forget them.
Will you hand me out a cup of tea? I'm parched.
Go out there and bring in that cake. Oh, and bring a knife.
Fine.
I asked Father Murphy last year if he would send a special prayer to St. Christopher to have you home every Christmas, Rose. And here you are.
Where else would I be?
Well, Granny, you said that he didn't make prayers like that. But he does. Granny says that you might be too busy. But Christmas is not Christmas without your family. That's what Father Murphy says. I told him that Christmas is only Christmas when you were here, Rose. He said he would say his most special prayer then to St. Christopher.
I'm glad he did, Teddy. But don't you be worrying again. Christmas is not Christmas for me either, without being with you.
Have you water in your eyes, Rose? Did you get a bee sting? I hate bee stings. Are there bees here?
No, Teddy, there's no bees. I'm just a little sad to think you were worried. I promise I'll always be with you at Christmas.
Don't make promises you might not keep.
Why would you say that?
Well, you didn't come home for Easter.
You know I had a big order in. I couldn't leave work.
I forgot. You're a career woman now.
I was so upset at not getting home.
Well, I know it didn't suit.
Here, give me a slice of that cake.
Did you get the pictures that I made for you?
Oh, I love them, Teddy, thank you.
Uncle Bobby and me posted them. Uncle Bobby helped me to draw them, but I painted them all by myself.
I have them hanging in the kitchen of the new house.
Looks a nice house from the photos that you sent over, Rose. An old house, is it?
It was built in the 30s. It's full of character.
You've done well for yourself, Rose.
Thanks, Dad.
A house and your own business.
Well, it's early days with the business, but it's flying so far.
Is the house near the town?
Oh, very near, yeah, and it has a view of the pier. Oh, I love it.
Will you miss London?
No, not at all. Brighton is home now.
Home?
Ah, well, you know what I mean. It's not London.
I'll have to pay a visit in the new year.
I'd love that.
Get myself a nice English rose over there. Ma'am would love that, wouldn't you, ma'am?
As if one would have you.
Oh, they'd have me all right. Sure, I'm a fine catch.
You need to settle yourself and stop gallivanting.
Sure, I'm too young to settle. I'm only a chap.
Too busy chasing young ones down the town. Young ones with too much lipstick and short skirts. You need to look for a one with a bit of sense instead of a pretty face.
Is that what you did?
You walked yourself into that one, Dad.
I struck gold. I got looks and sense.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, here, Rose, did you hear that Mick Boyne got married?
Yeah, Bobby mentioned it.
He was always soft on you. Married that young Dempsey one. Did you know her?
A private look passes between Bobby and Rose.
Yes, I think so. I think she was in school a year or two behind me. Hard to believe he's married after all this time.
Well, he wears me out asking me about you, so this might stop all his asking.
You must be delighted with the new house, Rose.
I want to go see it soon, Rose. Can I go over soon for a visit?
Oh, I can't wait to show you your room. I have it all ready.
When can I go?
Don't be getting him overexcited about things. It's not good for him.
Teddy, have a look in that bag there. There's something small in it for you.
Teddy rummages in a bag and pulls out a large packet of markers and crayons.
Oh, look at these, Grandad.
That's the biggest packet of markers that I ever saw.
Granny, can I go to my room and make the letter R for Rose? I'll use my blue copybook with the lines in it that Uncle Bobby got me. I'll use pink for your letter, Rose. In St. Mary's, I tried for ages to write the letters, but I couldn't. But Uncle Bobby spent ages helping me, and now I can.
Don't be bothering Rose with that now, Teddy.
Lily hands Rose some cake.
Oh, thanks, ma'am. The cake looks so nice. I would love you to do that for me, Teddy.
Really?
I'm so proud of you. Writing letters is a great thing to be able to do.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Will you keep me a big slice of cake, Granny?
Fine.
I'll bring it down when I have it done, Rose. I want it to be a perfect R. I might make an M for Mammy too.
That sounds perfect, Teddy.
Teddy gets up with his markers and exits.
Bobby, that's a real milestone for him. I always said that you would be a great teacher.
Don't be giving him notions.
I wouldn't really call it teaching. It's just a couple of letters.
Still, it's great. Oh, you're always so good with them.
He's right proud now, though, that he can do it.
This makes such a difference to him to be able to write. God, it's a great start. Actually, I wanted to talk to you all about something. I already mentioned it to Bobby in the car and...
Talk about what?
About Teddy.
What about Teddy?
Well, about his future, I suppose.
What about his future?
Well, look, I suppose, something that I've been thinking about for a really long time.
What? What is it?
Maybe now's not the time, Rose.
The time for what, exactly?
Well,
what?
Tell us, Rose.
I was thinking that maybe, well, just maybe, Teddy could be more independent. Like he could learn to be able to do things for himself. Now, I know he has done well at the day centre, but the thing is, I don't think that he can advance much more if he stays there at St. Mary's. It's just that there are other places more progressive that deal specifically with adults that are like Teddy.
What?
It's just that
Teddy could not be happier in St. Mary's. He's lucky to have a place there. The bus picks him up at the gate and drops him off at the gate every day. What's this about? There are no other places like St. Mary's in Wexford. It's the only one, except for a small one in Gorey, but there's no bus to that.
I'm not saying he's unhappy. It's just I think he's capable of so much more. He's very bright. I talked to an expert in that area and, well, there are specialist day centres that could teach him more, help him gain more...
More what?
More independence, I suppose.
Where are these centres that you are talking about? Tell me that.
Ma'am, she's just talking.
Well, there's none here that I know of.
What do you mean? Where are they?
I spoke to a person who runs one in Brighton. There's one there.
What?
Brighton?
Why would you speak to anyone in Brighton about Teddy?
Well...
Ma'am, will you just let her explain?
Don't tell me what to do. Is this what has brought you home? To cause trouble?
Of course not. I was coming home to see Teddy. I just wanted to talk about it, like calmly. When I told Bobby about it in the car, I told him that the last thing I wanted to do was upset you.
Oh, so you're in on this too?
Fuck, leave me out of this. I just said that we could talk about it like normal bloody people. She's just feckin' talking.
Will you all keep your voices down? The chap is only upstairs.
Look, I don't want to upset you, ma'am. Dad, I just wanted to talk about
Well,
it.
you're only in the door, Rose. You can't be upsetting your mother like this.
I'm sorry.
I've looked after Teddy since he was born. I do everything that I can possibly do for him, but it seems not to be enough for Madam here, is it?
That's not what Rose is saying, ma'am. Stop twisting it. You're always twisting things. She's just saying that it would be good for Teddy if he could learn to do more for himself. You see how proud he is of writing those letters? It would be good for him not to be dependent on you for everything.
So you want to try to change Teddy? Why would you want to do that?
Lily, that's not what they're saying. No one wants to change Teddy.
Have any of you ever heard me complain about looking after Teddy? Or wishing that he could do more for himself? Well, have you? Answer me.
I'm not trying to change him.
Don't be upsetting yourself, Lily. Say no more about this now, Rose. Don't want your mother upset, do you hear me?
But look,
Dad, she's not.
Now's not the time for any of this.
Have you ever heard me complain about looking after Teddy? Ever?
That's not what this is about. We're just trying to say, well, you have enough on your plate at times, and...
What's that supposed to mean?
Ma'am, I heard you had a turn. Bobby told me.
I told you not to mention that. Oh, you never could hold your tongue.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bobby, enough!
I would have come straight home if I'd have known.
Why?
To help you, of course, and to look after Teddy.
There was no need.
But I would have liked to have been here, or at least known. When Bobby told me in the car, it was the first I'd heard of it.
If you were not such a blabbermouth, you wouldn't have known.
I give up. I can't do anything right.
Sit down, Bobby, and finish your tea.
I should have been here to look after Teddy, at least.
Where is all this coming from? Why are you suddenly so concerned about Teddy?
Lily, calm yourself, will you?
I was always concerned about Teddy, as well you know. But I'm worried about his future.
Teddy's future is fine. You were only in the door and you were causing upset. No change there.
That's so unfair, ma'am.
Unfair.
Shh, Teddy's coming.
Enter Teddy with his copybook.
Rose, look, I did 2 letters. An R for Rose in pink and an M for Mammy in purple. Do you like them? I kept within the blue lines like Uncle Bobby showed me, and then I made big ones too.
They are so good, Teddy.
Really?
They're beautiful letters. I'll pin the big ones up in the new house.
I can't wait to see the new house. Will I be going over to see it soon, Rose? I can't wait to go on the plane again. I could go visit the ice cream man over there and help you in your new shop. I would love that, Rose. When can I go? Can I go soon?
Yes, soon enough, Teddy.
When, Rose? I have my new suitcase that you got me for my birthday. I already have some things in it for my next visit. I can't wait to go and...
We'll see, Ted.
Can I go soon, Grandad?
I said we'll see.
I can't wait to see it. Is the ice cream man still there, Rose? He gave me lots of free sprinkles.
Yes, he's there.
Can I go soon, Rose?
We can talk about it after Christmas, Teddy.
You better eat your slice of cake, Teddy, or I'll eat all of it and there'll be none left.
No way, Uncle Bobby. Granny, can I have my slice of cake?
Lily, are you all right?
Here, Teddy. Let me cut you a slice of cake.
Do you want to have a lie down, Lily? You look as white as a ghost. You're not getting enough sleep.
When are you planning on going back?
Lily, why ask her that? She only in the door.
Back? Just after Christmas. Why?
No reason.
This is the best cake ever, Granny. I hope you make one for Christmas Day too. This is going to be the best Christmas ever.
Blackout. Scene 2. The scene opens the next morning with Jim sitting at the fire reading a newspaper. He stops to fix the fire and then goes back to his paper. Enter Rose.
Where's everyone?
Your mother has gone to clean the chapel, and Teddy and Bobby are gone over to see Mrs. Sullivan to put up a tree for her. The size of the cottage. And she instructed Bobby to bring the biggest one that he could find. She won't have room to turn in that house with it.
Mrs. Sullivan is a ticket.
She surely is. As cracked as a jam jar, but the best soul in Ireland.
She writes to me often.
Yeah, she's always asking for you.
I'll call over to her later.
Do.
I have a good bottle of port for her.
Yeah, well, she'd be happy with that.
She used to give me some when I was little.
You were always over there as a young one. Every chance that you got. No matter what the weather was, you would be gone up to her. Your mother would be looking for you, and the minute her back was turned, you were gone.
Always.
In ways, she half reared you. You were there so much. The daughter she never had, I suppose. Sure, she says that it was her that taught you to sew.
It was.
I remember now.
Patchwork quilts.
What?
She gave me lots of little patches and taught me how to sew them all together into a quilt. That's how she taught me.
Go away.
I still have that first quilt. It has pride of place in the new house.
Isn't that something?
I've always loved her cottage. Oh, the big roaring fire and the bellows.
Always lit. Summer and winter. Well, nothing has changed over there.
She likes her heat.
This feckin' fire's no heat in it today. And you think Teddy might get his wish and get the snow? I'm perishing.
How's Mum?
All right, I suppose.
You don't sound too sure.
She's not sleeping at all.
Really?
No, but don't tell her I told you.
I won't.
Dr. Carty has given her loads of sleeping tablets. but it's more out of sorts she is instead of better. Awake half the night she is.
I can't believe he's still practicing. He's ancient. And why is he giving her so many sleeping tablets? She needs to be careful taking them. He was always a bit too free with his tablets.
Well, it's worse she is since she went on them.
But what exactly is wrong with her? Bobby said she had a turn, but didn't seem to know. Is it her heart?
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Really?
Well, she would hardly tell me. You know what she's like. She was never one for talking like that. You know, she likes to keep things to herself. Things like that.
But what kind of turn did she have?
I found her in the kitchen in awful pain and brought her to the doctor.
God, I didn't know that.
He sent her in for a few tests, but I think it might be, well, women's problems.
Did she say that?
She just said that she will be grand with the tablets that he gave her. You know, she has pink ones, white ones and blue ones, and the sleeping tablets, of course. 2 kinds of them.
But you don't know what they're all for?
No, she won't tell you either, so you're wasting your time asking. She just said that she'd be grand.
Right.
She's not for telling, whatever it is.
It's a bit odd. We don't even know what's wrong with her.
You know your mother. When she doesn't want us to know something, nothing will change her.
Where are the tablets?
I don't know. She had them beside the bed, but she's moved them. Only the sleeping tablets are there.
Oh.
Wouldn't like anyone seeing them. I'd say that's why she moved them. I wouldn't put it past her. She will hate you if you go looking. Best to say nothing.
She doesn't look very well.
No, she doesn't. Try not to be upsetting her, will you?
How do you mean, upsetting her?
About Teddy. Talking about Teddy.
But
Well, you know how upset she gets if you start talking about changing things with Teddy in any way. She has it all set up. If you start talking about things being different anyway, it'll only upset her more.
But Dad, I have to be able to talk about him. I'm worried about him, and
Teddy's grand.
I'm worried about the future. We at least need to talk about it.
It's not good for your mother, all this talk about his future.
But
you saw how she reacted. She's not able for it, Rose.
But I have to talk about it, even if it does upset her.
But
But just listen to me, Dad. Will you? Just do that for me, please.
all right.
Just hear me out. Now, before you say anything,
I'm listening.
this place that I was trying to tell you about yesterday could only be good for him. It's about making Teddy's life better. Now, I know it's great how much Mam does for Teddy, but in the long run, it's better that Teddy is not so dependent on anyone. He's so bright. And with the right environment, he could learn lots of things, learn to look after himself, and even learn a craft. Oh, you see how proud he is of making those letters? Imagine if he could do more. It could be the makings of him. Oh, Dad, just think about it. And what might be the best for him? Now, I know it's upsetting to talk about changing things in any way, but it's Teddy that I have to think about.
He's grand the way he is. He's happy in himself. Why try tamper with that?
If there's the slightest chance that it could help Teddy, surely he has the right to it. He has a right to be as independent as he can be. And I feel I need to at least give him that. Oh, there's so much that I've missed, so many years that I have missed being with him. I don't want any more regrets, Dad. I want to look back and say that I did the best I could for him. And I can't say that now. I wasn't here, but I am now. And I want to do what's right. It's a private place, but I have the money to cover it. I spoke to the director of it and, well, I temporarily reserved a place, beginning in January.
Are you feckin' serious?
Well, there's nothing definite. It's just a reservation.
You can't take Teddy away to England. Your mother would crack up.
But surely we need to at least discuss it.
No way, Rose.
Well, things are different now.
How are they different?
Well, I have my own house and my business. I have 2 seamstresses working full time. They're even shipping abroad. My life is there, and I really want to have Teddy with me. I have a good life there. It's not like I won't bring him home every chance that I have. He'll have the best of both worlds. He will have you and Mam here and Bobby, and he will have me in Brighton. And he'll have a chance, Dad.
Sure, your mother would make a desperate fuss if he was even going over for a weekend. There is no way she would ever agree to this, ever.
But Dad, surely I have some say.
This is Teddy's home. Your mother has always looked after him. You can't just decide now to bring him with you. I know you and your mother have had your differences, but she's done the best that she can with him.
It's not as black and white as that, Dad.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, it's not as simple as that. It's not that I didn't want him with me before. I have always wanted Teddy with me. From the first day I held him, it's not like I didn't want him. I know it may look like that, but things could have been different. Things could have been so different if only.
There is no point raking up the past. Your mother is not the easiest woman in the world, but she has looked after Teddy every day to the very best of her ability. And I can't have you coming in now and making changes, especially when she is not well.
We don't even know what's wrong with her. It might not be that serious.
Rose, listen to me. Your mother would not cope with this, not in a million years.
I know how upset she would be. But I have to think about Teddy too and what's best for him. Think about it, Dad. Just leave Mam out of it for 1 minute and think about Teddy.
What are you saying?
You and Mam are not as young as you were. Bobby has his own life to lead. Oh, he's so good to Teddy, but Teddy is my responsibility. But to be honest, Dad, I want him near me. Oh, I know how much he loves you and Mam and Bobby, but he and I, despite everything, despite all the years that I've only been drifting in and out of his life, despite all that, we are very close. We have a great bond. I know he misses me.
Well, why don't you move home?
Can't do that.
Why? What's stopping you?
Lots of things.
You can build a house of your own on the land. Why uproot Teddy from all that he knows?
I'm not moving home, Dad.
Move to Dublin.
No.
Look, I'm sure that you can make coats and dresses in Dublin.
Dad, my life is in Brighton. I would bring him home regularly, all the holidays. If he's unhappy, I would bring him back altogether. When he comes over to me, I see a different side of him. Oh, he's very happy. I'm not saying that he's unhappy here, but I can see how independent he could be. I really believe he deserves that. And if this place could help him, I want to give him that chance. Oh, the last thing I want to do is upset you and Mam, but Dad, like I am his mother.
Enter Lily. She throws her handbag down on the table.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
I was just talking to Dad.
Talking about what?
About Teddy.
It's nothing, Lily.
I know there's something going on.
There is nothing going on. Nothing.
Is there not? Well, it didn't sound like nothing to me.
I was trying to explain to Dad about...
Rose! Say no more.
Explain to him about what?
About why I'm worried about Teddy.
Well, it's a bit late in the day to start worrying now about Teddy.
That's so unfair.
What's not fair? I knew you were here to cause trouble. What is it you're up to now?
I'm not up to anything.
I heard you saying that you are his mother.
I am his mother.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, what? Is it the latest fashion? Motherhood?
I am Teddy's mother.
When it suits.
Lily, will you calm down?
No, I won't.
Why would you say that? You know I love Teddy to bits.
What were you both talking about? Tell me.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I know it wasn't nothing. Don't take me for a fool. Either of you.
We were talking about Teddy. I went to see a private special day centre over in Brighton, and I was telling Dad about it. I know it upsets you to think of Teddy not being here all the time, but if I could just explain it to you. It has very specialist staff there, and they could teach Teddy so much more than St. Mary's. It could really help him. And I would bring him home at every holiday. I just want you to think about it.
Lily, did you hear what Rose said?
I'm not deaf.
She's only talking about it.
I knew it.
Knew what?
I smelt trouble the minute she walked in the door. So, she wants to bring Teddy over to England with her.
I want to talk to you both about it. That's all.
It's not happening. Do you hear me?
You can't just decide that.
Let me be very clear, Missy. Not in a million years will I let you bring him over to live with you. Is that clear enough?
You can't say that.
Why can't I?
You can't just decide without me.
Oh, but I can. That is where you are wrong. I am his legal guardian.
But surely I have some say.
Well, there's not a court in the land will let you bring him over when I am finished telling them about you.
What? What do you mean, telling them?
I knew you were home to cause trouble. I just knew it. You were always trouble from the day you were born. Well, I will let everyone know what kind of woman you are.
Lily, for God's sake, you gone mad. You don't know what you're saying.
Let her talk, Dad. Let her talk. She has clearly got something to say.
We did everything for you, but it's never enough. You always go a different road. I tried to pick up the pieces and make a life for Teddy, and now you think you can throw away that life? Well, I won't let you, if it's the last thing I do. You were always a troublemaker, and you always will be.
You've gone too far now, Lily.
Now at least Dad'll know what you think of me.
Think of you? I think you are a born troublemaker of the highest order.
Lily, stop.
No, I won't stop, and no one will make me. But I will stop her from taking Teddy, with my bare hands if I have to. I warn you.
Really?
You will regret this, Lily, all of this.
I won't regret any of it. But as I live and breathe, that one won't take Teddy.
I am his mother. Do you hear me?
You are a tramp. That's what you are.
Will you stop?
Let her talk, Dad. Let her say exactly what she thinks of me. Don't worry, it's no shock to me. I know exactly what my own mother thinks of her only daughter.
Do you? Do you know? Do you really know what I think of you?
You told me fairly clearly when I came home first and told you I was pregnant. Do you remember what you said to me?
Whatever it was, you deserved it.
Let me remind you.
Do what you like.
You called me a dirty whore.
Your mother never called you that.
Has she not? That's where you're wrong, Dad. So wrong. Tell him, Ma'am. Tell him what you called me, Ma'am.
Tell him what? You were a tramp? A dirty, filthy tramp.
Jesus Christ.
That you came home in trouble and had no idea who you had even been with.
Is it mad you are gone? Is it? What's wrong with your woman? Rose, she doesn't know what she's saying. The doctor has her gone half cracked with the tablets. Don't mind her. She didn't mean it.
Do you remember how you used to pray over me and throw holy water in my face when no one was around? And then tell me that I'd burn in hell for what I had done? You said that I was dirt. No amount of fucking prayers could save me, according to you. You told me I was a scandal, a Jezebel. You told me nothing could save me, that the devil had me and I had my place booked in hell. Ah, but you were careful. You never said any of this when Bobby or Dad were around. You know how to bide your time, you and your fucking prayers. Then I had the baby. He was so small, I was so frightened. All I wanted to do was protect him. Do you remember, Dad, that you brought me home and said that you'd look after us?
Of course I do. You were a child only. Not even after reaching your 18th birthday.
I remember I would hold him like china, afraid he would break. I would stare at him until my eyes would lose focus.
I did look after you, Rose. We both did. You left and we didn't see you for nearly 2 years.
I made my way back to England to try and begin a life with my son. But you found out that there was something wrong with him. And guess what she said?
Oh, Jesus, I'm not able for this.
She told me that it was my fault that there was something wrong with him. That it was God's way of punishing me. She told me that because I was a dirty whore, God had to punish me by making Teddy the way he was.
No, Rose, no.
She told me that I would destroy him if I stayed. She told me to get out, to go to hell, and I almost did.
Lily, tell me this didn't happen. Please, for God's sake, tell me.
I only said the truth. Someone had to protect Teddy. I ran her out of here when he was born, and I was not having her come back again. She was always able to pull the wool over your eyes. Bobby's too. Fools, like all men.
Tell him how you told me to burn in hell in some hole.
And I was right. You ran off to London and drank yourself into a hole. Your brother, like a fool, went to pull you out of it. Do you remember that? Do you?
How could I forget? I wanted to die. I was worthless. I was not worthy of being alive, let alone a mother. How did I know that? Because you told me. You told me, and I believed you. Because you were my mother. Honour thy father and thy mother. I believed you.
I was right. You went to London and ended up making a show of yourself over there. Bobby having to go over and sit by your bed after getting your stomach pumped. I should have let you rot. And do you honestly think that I am going to let Teddy go and live with you?
Bobby helped me crawl out of the hole that I was in and make a life for myself. He told me that I was not a whore or a useless piece of humanity like my own mother had told me.
Jesus, will you both stop? Please! Teddy will be home any minute. Destroy him to hear you like this. For the love of God, Lily. Rose!
So, what now? You have turned over a new leaf? Got a big fancy qualification and you were making fancy coats? Now you are going to blame me? You went to the gutter all by yourself, Rose. You made your own filthy bed. Lie in it.
I needed you, and you turned your back on me. You, the holy one, the church cleaner, the good Christian, the mission goer, the pious one, the one that is praying on bended knee every day. Well, you mustn't have read your prayer book, though. Thou shalt not cast the first stone, because it didn't take you long to cast the first stone. You didn't cast a stone, you fucking pelted me with
Christ, Lily! Tell me none of this is true. Please, tell me.
What did you expect? She was a dirty tramp. I should have washed my hands completely of her. I should have made sure she never darkened the door again.
Christ!
A tramp who lay down with someone she didn't even remember. A dirty whore. What kind of mother could she ever make? How the hell could I let her look after Teddy? I had to make sure she left him alone. I had to get rid of her. I had to stop her. She was dirt. A whore. A whore.
You've lost your fucking mind.
I did everything to get rid of her, and I will do it again. I swear it. I will do it again. You dirty whore. Satan can have her. Burn in hell.
What the fuck is going on in here? I can hear you from the bottom of the yard. Rose, what's happening? For the love of Jesus, what's going on?
Teddy walks in but seems oblivious to what is going on. He goes straight over to the tree without taking in the scene.
Only 3 seeps to Christmas, Rose. Mrs. Sullivan says she can smell snow in the air. Can you smell it, Rose? Mrs. Sullivan has a good nose for it, and she is as sure as anything that we will have snow. Your hair is messy, Rose. It looks like you forgot to brush it. Did you, Rose? Forget to brush it?
Rose tries to smooth out her hair.
I think I did, Teddy.
Teddy takes out some decorations from his pocket.
Mrs. Sullivan gave me these snow angels for the tree. I think they're very special, do you, Rose? They might bring snow. Do you think they will, Rose?
Yes, yeah, I do.
You were all very quiet. Are you listening for a mouse? Will we set the traps, Grandad? It could be a white mouse for Christmas. Uncle Bobby is scared of mice. Maybe they came in because it's going to snow. Granny, you look scared of the mouse too. I like mice. I don't really want to set a trap if it's a white mouse.
There's no mice, Teddy.
I'm going to bring your gran up for a lie down. She's a bit poorly.
Will I bring you up some lemonade, Gran?
I think she just needs some rest, Teddy.
Jim brings Lily out of the room. Lily barely seems aware of what is happening.
Are you excited for Christmas morning, Rose? I made you a present all by myself. I made it at St. Mary's. Gran says I can eat Cocoa Pops for a Christmas morning. You can have some too, Rose. We have a big box. But remember, I have to get up really early to put the baby Jesus in the crib.
Yes, I remember.
Will you remember to get up really early too, Rose?
Yes, she will, Teddy, don't worry.
Oh, I can't wait to see the spinning top. But I am glad you kept it for Christmas morning. Christmas morning will be perfect now, and especially if it snows. I think it will. I have a good nose in me too, and I can smell it in the air just like Mrs. Sullivan.
A few minutes pass and Teddy moves decorations on the tree. Bobby settles Rose on a chair. Jim enters.
You all right, Rose?
Yeah, I just need a few minutes.
Bobby, will you move that bloody tractor from the lane? How the hell is the vet meant to get through?
I'm going, but you can come with me and hook up that trailer.
Did you see Queenie the mare, Rose? She does look sick.
Oh, the poor thing.
I hope the vet can make her better, because her belly has a baby foal in it. Uncle Bobby said it might be a racehorse and he's given it to me.
Bloody vet. Never come when he's supposed to.
I hope she'll be alright. Do you, Rose?
I hope she will, Teddy.
Rose, you're shaking.
I'm fine.
Well, just sit there, will you? Here, put that blanket around you.
Are you cold, Rose?
No, I'm grand now, Teddy.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
Grand.
I think the snow angels look nice there. You look sad, Rose.
I want to talk to you about something, Teddy.
Is it about the spinning top?
No.
Is it about snow?
No. It's about Brighton. Sit beside me for a minute.
Brighton? You're not going back for Christmas, are you?
No, of course not.
I can't wait to see my room.
I painted it in blue and white, like the sky.
Did you paint some puffy clouds?
I did. Teddy, do you remember the last time that you were in Brighton and we walked along the pier? And you said that you would like to stay longer?
Yeah. I could get ice cream every day and help you in the shop.
I would love if you could come over for a longer time. Do you think you would like that?
I would. But what about Parky Hen? She won't eat unless I feed her. What if she stopped eating while I was getting ice cream in Brighton?
We could ask Bobby to take special care of her.
Uncle Bobby never feeds the hens. But we could ask him, and if he promises, then I could go. I can teach him how to feed Parky.
We can talk about it some more after Christmas, but I just wanted to ask you, Teddy. I need to know that you would like to be with me. I don't want you to come over now if you'd prefer to stay here.
I love being with you, Rose. Why are you sad, Rose?
I'm just thinking of all the times that I have been away, all the times I've missed being with you. I love you so much, Teddy. It's important that you know that.
I love the cats, the dogs, the horses and the sheep, but I love you too, Rose.
They embrace.
We might not say anything to Gran for a moment about Brighton. She might be sad about it.
If it snows, it will make everyone happy. It's even Gran. I'm going to pray for snow when I go to midnight mass. Will you pray too?
Of course I will, Teddy.
I need to find some wrapping paper. I'll be back in a minute, Rose.
Teddy exits. Rose sits for a minute at the fire, and then Jim enters and goes to the fire to heat himself.
I gave your mother one of those sleeping tablets. Hopefully she'll sleep now.
I'm so sorry, Dad.
I can't take it all in. I can't. I knew things were said, but I never knew it was this bad. I never knew what she had said to you.
Teddy enters with wrapping paper and begins to unroll it.
I love everything about Christmas. Do you, Rose?
I do, Teddy. Look, actually, I might go for a quick walk, clear my head.
It's feckin' freezing out there. You might get your wish with that snow, Teddy.
I want to wrap a present that I made for Rose. No peeking now. Grandad, will you help me?
I will, of course. Be careful with those scissors. Rose, don't go too far. The weather is not good.
It won't be long. I just need some air. Look, I'll go get a coat.
Rose exits.
Remember now, Grandad. No telling Rose what her present is.
No telling. I promise. What is it?
I made this.
Teddy holds up a beaded necklace.
Well, that's a fine necklace.
Do you think she will like it?
She surely will. You're a good lad.
Rose says I can go to Brighton soon.
Would you like to go? To go for a long holiday?
I would, Grandad.
Then you will have to go, Teddy. You will have to go.
Music begins and lights fade. Scene 4. Lights come up and Jim is sitting at the fire. He gets up and fixes the fire. He picks up a paper to read. Enter Bobby.
That bloody idiot of a dog's gone off to Dooley's after that bitch of a sheepdog up there. Did you let him out?
I did not. You must have left the shed door open. Miley Dooley will shoot him if he sees him. Go up and get him, will you? He's meant to bring that feckin' sheepdog of his to some big breeder. He won't want Shep sniffing around that bitch.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, go, will you? Before there's any trouble.
For fuck's sake, I'm going.
Jim goes back to his paper. Enter Rose.
Hello, Dad. How's Mum?
Not great. Not much sleep.
Oh, God, Dad, I'm sorry.
It's all right. She's sleeping now.
Dad,
Shit, it'll be all right.
I never wanted to cause such upset.
I know that, Rose.
Do you?
Of course.
I never meant to cause this, especially at Christmas.
Anyways, it's better that I know the truth of what happened.
I'm sorry, Dad.
She should never have done what she did. I knew she was hard on you, but I had no inkling it was as bad as this.
It was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter when it was. It doesn't make it any better.
I know.
You're only a young one. I can't believe it. It's killing me. It broke me feckin' heart when you left. I begged you not to go. I'll never forget seeing you at that train. You were so young. If only I'd known. Why the hell didn't you tell me?
I couldn't. I believed her.
I hoped to God you would come back, and then when you did, you were soon gone again. Now I know why. I must have been blind not to see it, or know what was going on. Jesus Christ. How the feck did I not see it?
Oh, stop, Dad. I feel worse now that you're upset. Oh, she was always careful. She was different to me when you or Bobby were around.
I never would have believed that you could act like she did yesterday. She's gone half mad. I think it's them bloody tablets that she's on. Well, make no mistake, I've let her know what is happening now.
What do you mean?
I don't care who his legal guardian is. You are his mother, and it looks like she took away that right. Well, she won't do it again. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But
I've told her that if you want Teddy to go over and he wants to go, that she will have to agree to it. I've warned her not to be talking to anybody about you either.
oh, Dad. Oh my God.
If that's what you want, and if Teddy is happy, I won't let her do the same again. It's bad enough that it happened before. I won't let it happen again. He is your son, and I will do anything that I can to help you both. And if that means you both leaving, well, we will have to get on with it. That's what I've told your mother, and she won't be getting in your way this time. On that, you have my word.
Oh, Dad, I can't believe it.
And it won't take away what she did.
No, but it helps to know you understand.
If it's what you think is best.
How did you take it?
Not great. Said nothing. Then this morning I got up and she was sitting at the fire and she seemed different. She said that you could make whatever plan that you wanted. She wouldn't stand in your way.
How come she changed her mind, do you think?
God only knows. She's not happy about it, but she seems to have accepted it.
I will look after him. I promise, Dad.
I know you will. It won't be the same without him around here. But if it's for the best, then it has to be that.
The last thing I want to do is hurt you.
I know that.
This means so much to me. I will bring him back if he doesn't settle. I will do all I can to make it work. For everyone.
I know you will. We will try to have a good Christmas now. Hopefully in the new year your mother will improve.
I can't believe we don't even know what's wrong with her.
I'll make her go back to the doctor after Christmas.
I'm worried about you, Dad.
I'll be all right. I was thinking this morning about that time when you came back and Teddy was a toddler. We'd found out that there was something wrong with him, but you left. I thought it was because you couldn't handle it. Handle the fact that there was something wrong. It's shocking that she told you that it was your fault.
She found out that I had drank when I was carrying him. Sure, I didn't even know I was carrying him. She told me that I had caused it. She told me that he was better without me, that I would ruin his life, and I ran. I believed her, every word. Then I got back to London and the guilt nearly destroyed me. All I could do was drink. Drugs too and more. When Bobby found me, I was almost lost. But somehow I found my way back. I was lucky, really. I have so much to thank Bobby for. He sat with me, God love him. He'd only ever visited London on a school tour, and he had to try and get me into a hospital and find his way around London alone.
Well, why didn't you tell me sooner? All these years. Bobby never said how bad things were over there. He never said anything.
Mam knew. Somehow. Someone over there knew someone that she knew. I think it was the Phelans. They were in London at the same time and knew I was in a bad way. We're all good at keeping secrets in this family. Oh, I'm so ashamed that I begged Bobby to keep quiet. Keeping silent and keeping secrets. Seems to be our way. The worst thing is, I believed her for a long time that it was my fault, that I was worthless. Maybe because I'm a bit older now and even a little wiser,
Don't be short of money over there. I have money if you need it.
Thanks, Dad.
How will you manage with the business?
I'll manage. Don't worry. Oh, I want to do this so much. I want to be with him. I need to be. I know how much you all care for him and he you. But we need to try and be our own little family for a while.
Well, nobody here will stand in your way, Rose.
Bobby walks in.
Well, Dooley's prize sheepdog will be having Shep's bloody pups, and that's for sure. Shep was doing the business when I got there. Luckily, I got Shep out before Dooley saw him, came after him and me with a shotgun.
Jesus. We will never hear the end of it if they all look like Shep. Hopefully they take after the mother. Tie him up in the barn, will
I
you?
have, with the chain.
Right, I'll go up and check on your mother. Oh, by the way, you better all go to midnight mass tonight for your mother's sake. I doubt she will be up to it, but we better go.
Christ, it'll be full of singing. No way.
You're going.
Dad told me everything. What is wrong with that woman? It's bad enough what she said to you all those years ago, but the worst thing is, it's that she still fucking believes it.
She still thinks of me as a sinner, a fallen woman. I suppose it's partly because she's so religious. You know, the way she was brought up. All the priests and nuns in the family.
Fucking religion. It's the cause of so much shit. Mama's fucking brainwashed. A fucking cult is all that is. Now we have to go to fucking mass. All to keep her from getting upset. I'm so sick of it.
I think Mama's more ill than she's letting on, Bobby.
Why do you say that?
Well, why is she so secretive about it? And Dad says she's taken loads of tablets.
She was always like that. Not telling us anything. She taking tablets. That is a fucking sin to be putting up with her. Always trying to keep her from being upset.
But Dad has talked to Mum. You won't believe it. But he's got her to agree to it. To agree to me taking Teddy over.
Go away. Well, that's the best news. Oh, good for Dad. Teddy'll love it there. Christ, we'll miss him, but it's for the best. I know it is. I'm glad for him. You know, he deserves a chance. Jesus, I'll be on my own with them too.
Do you still think of up and sticks yourself and leaving?
Only once or twice a day.
Really?
And you know how it is. Some days I could leave and never come back.
It's not too late.
No, I suppose. But sure, Dad's not able for as much work as he was. He's a pain in the hole at times, talking to me like a 2-year-old, but he's not the worst. I love me horses, and in fairness, he never complains about how many I have or all the time I'm away racing or bollocksing around with them. He loves them too. They're in his blood. Mam is always giving about him, but in fairness, he never does. But there are times it can be hard here. But it's the road I took. Every road has good and bad, I suppose.
I'll never forget all that you did for me and Teddy.
Sure was nothing. And it's not like you're not going to be home. I'll be over whenever I can too.
I'm not sure where I would be without you, Bobby. You've always been in my corner.
I always will. Rosie dozy.
Oh, Jesus! You used to call me that years ago and drive me mad.
How's Mum?
Still asleep.
I told Bobby about Mam agreeing to it.
Grant. But it's after taking his toll on her. We won't say any more about it until after Christmas. Try to let it settle with everyone, including Teddy. Though, see, he has a suitcase out in the hall.
I did say to him that he was coming over for a long holiday after Christmas.
Knowing Teddy, he'll be delighted to be going. He misses you terrible.
I'm heading over to Lawler's for a few pints. You're coming, Rose? Might do you good.
Oh, I don't think so. Thanks for asking, Bobby. I'm going to have a bath. Thanks, Dad. I'll see you in a little while.
Be back here for Mass, Bobby, or I will have to go to England myself. So won't be able to listen to your mother.
I will. It's for the best, Dad. I know. It's not easy.
Nah. We will miss him.
Can't imagine the place with him in England.
It's the right thing, though.
It is. Right, I better change.
Yeah, be back on time.
I will.
Lights fade to darkness. Scene 5. Lily is sitting at the fire with a blanket over her and rosary beads. She gets up to get her prayer book. She returns to sit at the fire and begins to pray. Enter Bobby after being in the pub. He is slightly merry after some Christmas drinks.
Oh, Ma'am. How's it going? There was some crowd down in Dooley's. It was swinging. Right crack. I even sang a song. Mikey Dempsey got himself so drunk that the wife came in and ate us all for giving him a drink. She's a sore one. Poor Mikey may take the pledge. Are you all right there, ma'am?
I'm fine.
I know this is all very hard on you, but I want you to know that I think you are doing the right thing in letting Teddy go. England is not as far away as it used to be either. There are flights every day now. I can't imagine the place myself without him, but we'll be fine. He'll be home every holiday, and when he is settled and you are better, sure, you can go over for a little holiday over to him. Do you the world of good.
I won't be going on any holidays to Brighton.
Sure you might. Rose has made up that he's gone.
Is she now?
She can make the plans for him now, book the tickets and all.
She can make as many plans as she likes. I won't stand in her way.
Are you all right, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Are you sure you're all right, ma'am? I can stay home with you.
No. You go.
I never knew you to miss midnight mass, ma'am.
I'll say me prayers here this Christmas.
Right, so. I better straighten myself up.
There he is. Come on, I will be late. Look, Rose is already in the car.
Bye, Gran. I'll say my prayers in Mass. Watch out for snow.
They exit, leaving Lily alone. Scene 6. Lights come up on the full stage and Christmas hymns are playing low on the radio. Lily is sitting at the fire with rosary beads in her hands. She is praying. She continues for a few minutes and then the door opens. Enter Bobby, Rose, Teddy and Jim.
That was the longest feckin' mass I ever remember. They're making it 2 masses.
Some bloody mass. Father Murphy lost the run of himself tonight. He gave 2 sermons.
I perished. As for that singing, I have a pain in me head from it. Maggie Maher is not a note in her head, and she's screeching like a banshee.
She's something else. Did you see the rig out on Bridie Brennan? Was that a fucking bird on her head or what?
I like the singing, Gran. Did you, Rose?
Don't mind them, Teddy. I loves it. Ma'am, is there anything I can get you?
No, thank you.
I'll do dinner tomorrow, and anything else, let you rest.
Fine.
What about a Christmas drink for all of us?
About time!
What about you, Rose?
I'll have a small Bailey's, Dad.
Can I have some red lemonade, Grandad?
You surely can, Teddy.
Jim organises the drinks with the help of Teddy.
This is very Christmassy now. I can't believe that there is only one more sleep to Christmas morning. Rose, will you sing that Christmas song? The one that Mrs. Sullivan taught you?
I think we've had enough songs for one night, Teddy.
Oh, please, Rose. It's all about the baby Jesus.
Go on, Rose.
Even a bar.
Please, Rose.
All right, okay, let me see if I can remember it. Good people all this Christmas time, consider well and bear in mind what our good God for us has done in sending his beloved Son.
A good woman, Rose.
That was lovely.
Do you think any snow is coming, Grandad?
Do you know, Teddy, it could. We will have to wait until morning. Right, well, I'm turning in. Lily, are you coming up?
No, I'll stay a while.
Right.
Good night, Grandad.
Good night, Teddy. I'm off to pray for snow. Lily, don't stay up too long.
I'm off too. Good night, Teddy.
Good night, Uncle Bobby. Don't forget to pray for snow too.
Are you very excited, Teddy?
I don't think I'll sleep. I am that excited.
You can sit up with me for a little while.
Oh, thanks, Gran.
I'll say goodnight then. I'll see you in the morning, Teddy. Bright and early. Give you a big hug.
Don't forget to get up early, Rose.
I won't. Good night, ma'am.
I don't think I will sleep at all, Gran.
Lily gets up and pours some lemonade into a glass.
Lie down on the couch there and we will have a little drink. I'll pour you another glass of lemonade. I will have one too.
I never can understand how Jesus is born at Christmas and then he has to die at Easter, Gran. Sure, he only gets a few months.
It is strange, Teddy. Say some prayers now, Teddy.
Lily puts on the radio and Christmas hymns play softly. She goes over to organise the drinks. The music fades and lights go down. Scene 7. When lights come up, it is morning and the radio is still playing. Lily is in the chair. Teddy is on the couch, fully clothed with a blanket over him.
There you are! It's fucking snowing! Did you sleep there all night? Teddy! Teddy, wake up! Oh, Mum, are you up all night? Teddy, wake up! It's snowing! The prayers worked!
Rose enters dressed in a dressing gown.
I can't believe it, Teddy. It's snowing.
Bobby is kneeling down beside Teddy.
Teddy! Teddy!
What's wrong?
Teddy, wake up! It's snowing!
What's wrong?
He won't wake up.
What? Teddy. Teddy. Teddy, wake up.
Rose tries to wake him. Bobby picks up 2 empty pill bottles on the table beside Lily.
Ma'am? Ma'am, wake up!
Jim enters.
It's snowing! Did you see the snow?
We can't waken them.
What?
Teddy. Teddy. Teddy!
Dad, I found these.
Bobby hands the empty pill bottles to Jim. Rose keeps trying to wake Teddy and is now hysterical. Jim goes over to Lily and shakes her.
Lily! Lily! What have you done?
Jim realises that Lily is dead.
Oh my God. Teddy. Wake up!
Rose falls to her knees.
What the fuck has she done? What the fuck?
Teddy.
Lights fade and the hymn, the Wexford Carol, plays. Play ends.